And welcome to a new Let's Play of mine, Lakeburg Legacies. I am still somewhat new to the game. I did one full playthrough myself, and I also watched Katie's video that explained some of the basics. But I'm still rather new, so there are still things that I don't know entirely, but I think I can do better this time than I did previously. So we'll just start a new game. And I'm going to stick with the classic and the regular, and I'm not going to launch a tutorial because I've already played through it once and I do know the basics, so I think I don't need a tutorial. Alright, so this is our little village as it already sets up. We always start with the Lumberjack's Lodge here, and we are starting with Colette Denan, 22. Let's take a look at her. She is currently homeless because we don't even have anything built right now. Her need right now is wood. She doesn't have any right now, but she is going to be doing one soon. So her traits are she is brave, she is ascetic, so she needs fewer meat or fish, which is good because we don't have those resources yet, but it is easier to get vegetables first, which we actually have to get in that order. She is funny. Camelot was famous for its nightlife. And she is nimble. She can juggle with plates and knives. That is very good. So, here her potential are the 3 jobs that she can do, and if there's this thick star around it, it means that is actually something that really fits with her aspiration, which is over here. Aspiration physique. I am strong. Strong! Strong! Meaning experience gain for athletics, weapon mastery multiplied by 1.5. Her athletics get a plus 2%, and her weapon mastery also plus 2% in terms of getting more points in that, I suppose. So she could be a lumberjack very well, a mason, or a lady of the evening. Lumberjack is actually really great because that is the first job available and the only job available right now, so that is just perfect. Here you have her parameters. You have intelligence, strength, charisma, and dexterity. In the middle is basically a sort of standard of how well she does with that. Yeah, stats average. Global indication of a character's production speed, so this production... Sum of all stats reduces production time for the following occupations: assassin and queen. That's a very weird combination, but okay. It basically means she is not the fastest in terms of making things, but it is still pretty good. And here it says what she's best at, so any job that requires athletics is really good for her. Weapon mastery, not so great right now, but we don't have weapons, we don't have to worry about that. So she would be good as a lady of the evening, lumberjack, or mason, which is basically what she wants to aspire to, which is great. Her morale, I'm never too sure what to do, has an impact on vitality and production time, so the happy they are great. Each month minus 20 because of her traits, which is not great for me right now, but whatever. Congenital traits, meaning she can pass them on to her own biological children. Adopted children will not get them. Personality traits means she can give them to children and apprentices only if she mentors them. So someone can be funny, ascetic, or brave if she mentors them. But first things first, I need to go to the Lumberjack Lodge, and I'm going to have her work as the lumberjack because it's the only job we have right now and we do need it. So I can have a total of 5 lumberjacks, but it costs, right now it costs lumber to unlock more of them, and we don't have more people. Costs more and then requires stone as well. Not that important. In my first playthrough I only had 3 lumberjack slots in total. It worked fine. If I have money, which I do, I can increase efficiency of getting wood, meaning instead of getting 5 by default, I would get 11 by default. And because her skill for lumberjack is so high, / because her skill in athletic is so strong, along with her strength itself, she can actually get me 13 wood by default. Since wood is actually really necessary very early on even, I'm actually not going to upgrade it now, but I am going to go to my storage immediately and increase my stock from 500 to 1,000. Because I'm going to need wood a lot if I want to build more places. And I've learned in my first playthrough it can easily get to 500 and then it's just like, oh, we're overstocked with that, but it still sort of collects, but it's just easier if you have the official stock for it. So I'll just let her hurry through with that. Boom. We got 13 lumber off of her. Build a house. The next one's going to cost 12 lumber. I don't have that right now, but that's fine. So, she is homeless, so into a house with you. This is for her partner. I'm going to get her a soulmate in a minute. If they have children, there's room for one child immediately. If they do want more children, I have to unlock more rooms, so that costs love, which is one of the main resources here, and lumber, as well as stone later on. But that's not important right now. They always start with one room for a child. Adopted or biological, that's fine. So, let's go to the fortune teller. And we can't get anyone from Lakeburg because she's the only person living here, so we have to go for the surroundings. You can go for male, female, everyone is bisexual. So the first one we have is Theodora. We already have a good affinity, which is nice. She's very strong. Not that intelligent or dexterous, and her charisma is so-so, but that's fine. So she is beautiful. She is humble, devout, and energetic, so that can be taught to other people, and this beautiful is just for biological children, which they likely won't have. Her aspiration is perception, can spot a fly from a long way away, so she would be good for jobs that require perception, not precision. So she would be great as a miner, which we're not going to have for a while, fisherwoman, or a butcher. And she also owns the funny trait, or at least we do, so that increases the affinity already. They don't really have much together in terms of likes or dislikes. You can see if they have a dislike or something that matches, then it's blue. If it's the opposite, then it's red. I was gonna say black. So they both dislike the countryside, which sounds like the perfect thing to dislike when you're going to live in a new village. But overall, this is good. But I think we can do better, so we can use hearts to say no, we want to find someone else. The next one still has good affinity. We do share a like in music and a dislike in gossip, but he likes kittens, she doesn't. I don't understand how you can do that. But let's see, he's weaker, but he is more intelligent. Oh, but his parameters are actually really good. They're really even here, 5, 5, 5, and 6. So he is energetic, obstinate, and resilient. So those are things that he only teaches, so he doesn't really have anything that he gives to biological children. His aspiration is food, feeding others with the heart, figuratively speaking, of course. So he gains experience for stuff like working with food and nature. He would be good as a seamster. Innkeeper would be best for his aspiration, or prankster. The thing is, you probably do want to find people that would work for the job that you just unlocked, or a job that you really need right now. You don't have to. As long as the parameters work well enough with the type of job that you currently have available, they can work in it. It's not like they can't, it's just if they have the aspiration and it matches with it, then the job they will get more. So because Colette has lumberjack as one of her best jobs, she's giving me more wood than most of the others would. Haha, wood. Very good overall, but I want to see if I can get someone better. Oh, third one was already excellent affinity. Both love music, both love the art of war. He likes public executions. He doesn't like dancing, he doesn't like treats, and he doesn't like fishing. His aspiration is social, so he's better at like social stuff, persuasion, stage performance, stuff like that. He is boring, he is devout, and he is ascetic. He is very strong and very charismatic, not that intelligent or dexterous. So it actually does look really good. I think I will have them go on a date, so I'm gonna quick give myself a little cheat sheet. Alright, little cheat sheet is done. It's always good to write down what the soulmates or the potential soulmates' likes and dislikes are because of the upcoming little mini-game. It's basically a 3-step mini-game. You have an option to pick either option 1 or option 2, and you have to say something that they like, or it goes along with their dislike, so that you can increase their love. You can ask Indra and spend 50 hearts for her to show the dislikes and likes, but it doesn't tell you which is which. So it's kind of really useless. Either way, Colette and Jacques are enjoying a boat ride on the lake's tranquil waters. Considering how romantic it is, wouldn't now be the ideal time to go for it? So we can say, the abundance of fishermen makes swimming in the lake far less enjoyable, or I seek a dancing partner for Lakeburg's next ball. Considering we know that he doesn't like fishing, the abundance of fishermen makes swimming in the lake far less enjoyable. It is almost impossible to swim without being pierced by discarded hooks. Those pesky fishermen should think of other lake users. Colette and Jacques both enjoy the pole moonlight. This unique moment allows them to get to know each other better. Talk about the sufferings of war, or it's time to duel. Well, both like the art of war and they both like music and public executions, but I suppose talking about the suffering of war might be neat? No. Alright. Colette and Jacques are spending time at the inn emptying a few glasses. Will the warm atmosphere help them break the ice? Minstrels disturb the peace and tranquility of the neighborhood, or how about attending the next public execution together? Since he likes that, I'm gonna go for that one. What a delightful idea! Jacques loves to boo and lapidate people all the more when they are guilty. Aren't you something? Hooray! It's a match! It's actually incredibly easy to get a match, because even if you don't pay attention to this, you just need to get one good answer and you can already get them married. But the more their love meter is high, along with the affinity, the more love you will get from them and the more likely they will stay together for longer, so you can get more love out of them. So their affinity is between 25 and 50, not much, but it can always increase. Chances of having a baby from +6 to +10%, but their affinity is excellent, so it's more likely that they will automatically get their love meter up higher as they stay together. Get them married! So, let's take a closer look at Jacques. Dancer would be best for him, but I'll be honest, in my first playthrough, my full one, I didn't even get the theater or anything like that unlocked. I will say I kind of stopped paying attention because it really just... One of the things I suggest for this game is do not play it in one go. Maybe a short one, but other than that, I have a video 3 hours long, and then I stopped recording and it took another like 2 to 3 hours to finish. Either way, he is very strong, so he would actually be really good as a lumberjack as well, but I don't have the lumber to unlock that yet, so I'm just gonna let that go for a minute. And I already have an event. Jacques wanted to show Colette his luth. Shyly, he sang a ballad he had composed exclusively for Colette. The serenade was unlike anything Colette had ever heard before. What did you think about it? It was amazing. Something's about to happen, influenced by Colette's hobbies. It was lousy. Something's about to happen, influenced by Colette's hobbies. Well, let's say it was amazing. I mean, there's nothing really going on. There's nobody else living here, so... My oh my, Colette stood speechless during the well-refined composition. its uses of intervals and chromatic modulations make it a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Jacques is clearly a musical genius, centuries ahead of his time. Jacques never expected such compliments. Marvelous! So they get plus 10% affection, and both of them get the charm trait. And there I have the lumber that I need, and taking a look, their charmed has already left and her morale is going down as it said it would. Go to the Lumberjack Lodge, unlock another worker and put him in here. He only gives me 5, which is default. I could upgrade if I had the money, but I don't. So let me see. I do have some potential recruits here. Alice, she is a noble. They get morale losses if they have to work. And Elric, he would be good as a man of the evening. I can't unlock that until I actually have a good 40 people or so, no, 25 in my town. He would also be good as a lumberjack. But I need Ernesto, but he's not here yet. I need to barter with him to get money. So let's hope of getting some money very soon. Alright, available offer. He wants 32 wood in exchange for 64 gold. That's fine. I still have the same people living here. No, wait, it's actually different ones. So, someone who would be amazing as a livestock farmer, or someone who would be good as a croupier. That is also one of those buildings that I never got when I actually started or finished my game. But, sure. Barter with him. And once I have vegetables, I can use hearts and a vegetable to call the llama, meaning Ernesto comes immediately and gives me an offer instead of having to wait. But let me take a look at them. 7 dexterity, that's pretty good. She's good at perception and persuasion. He's good at athletics, but he's not overly strong, but he is very charismatic. Let me take a look. The next thing to build would likely be the farm, but I need 30 lumber for that. I don't have that right now. And I can't get the sewing workshop until I have the hunter's cabinet, which I can't get until I have the farm built. I will say that is something that bothers me because I personally would like to change what I want to get. For example, I wouldn't get the church until much later. But if I want a trading post, then I do have to build a church, etc. Minor thing, we'll see how it goes. But I think I will... I don't know, let me quick check that again. You need strength and nature for that. Intelligence allows for a faster increase. I don't know, let me look at those two again. 5 and 4. Maybe I'll wait for the next recruit, because I can exchange them now for 5 gold, but I want to keep my money a little bit. I'll just collect some more wood while I'm at it. Alright, looking here, we have new people in. Livestock farmer, she would be great as a seamstress or farmer, 2.5. She would be great as a baker, prankster, or a carpenter. Well, let's take a look. 4 in strength and 5 in strength. What about these two? 8 and 8. Well, I want to build a house for the next person. If you get a new village and you don't have to have them live in a house immediately, but they are homeless then, and that can increase chances of them getting sick, getting injured, or dying, quite frankly. So I want to build a farm. So with money I can increase the efficiency of how many vegetables I get out of it. I can add another resource of getting wheat, which is also very good. Then I can also increase the efficiency of getting wheat, or I can increase the working conditions, meaning life expectancy gets decreased how much it actually takes out of someone working here. along with increasing the penalty to their morale. Are you back? No, but you are back in 23 days. I want to see what he has for me in 23 days, and then I'll see if I want to get someone for the farm. There he is. He wants 44 lumber for 88 gold. I could get that. Okay, what do I get? Oh! Margaret does have 3 aspiration for farmer and 7 strength. She is shy. She is a coward, but she is well-mannered. That's fine, actually. You want? You move in. So she's here now, and she is considered homeless, but I have a house for her, fortunately, already. And I also want to immediately find love for her, because the more people, the more work I have right now. So first part is already good affinity. 4 strength, 1 intelligence. 4 dexterity, 5 charisma. Might look good, but I don't think that's what I want right now. Okay, so that took a bit, but I got someone with excellent affinity. Both of them like feasting. Both of them hate public executions. Her strength is okay, it's not that great, but her intelligence and her dexterity are really high. That's actually good. She's funny, she's a coward, and she's depressive, but she is also club-footed, which she would give to biological children, but if both of them are going to be married, they're likely only going to adopt children. She would be great as a blacksmith, but I don't need them right now, and I don't have them unlocked anyway. Alright, cheat sheet done? I mean, you don't really need a cheat sheet. I just personally know that I have a really bad short-term memory, so I just write it down because I have had it where I read what the dislikes were and the likes, I got into the date, and I already couldn't remember what was what. She's also a noble. So, alright. But we're gonna go... Oh, Margaret is also noble. Fine. Date time. How about attending the next public execution together? They hate that, so let's talk about good food. Let good digestion wait on appetite. They share the same taste in terms of good food. Talk about honor to be had on the battlefield, or ask Euphemia for opinion on divinatory pseudosciences. She doesn't like divination, so that should be the better of the 2 options. It isn't? Liar. I seek a dancing partner. She likes dancing. And she likes poetry, so let's go for I seek a dancing partner. It's a match! It's a match, alright. Congratulations! So let's take a look at her. She would be really good at something with knowledge, but I don't have anything like that right now. So I think both of them will become... okay, she will become a farmer first. Because I don't have the lumber to unlock another worker space, so she's gonna have to wait a bit. Alright, he's still here. He wants 36 lumber for 72 gold now. Those 2 don't look that amazing, so let me barter that. Meaning Euphemia is still without a job, but that's fine, because with more gold, I will add a resource of wheat. So now I can also increase the efficiency for wheat if I had more money, but not yet. A little more, then it should be fine. Oh, I have an event. Party time! Lakeburg nobles have decided to invite the rabble to their evening ball. It just might be the occasion for those not born with a silver spoon in their mouth, or some trap to mock them for their boorish manners. Let the ball begin! During the evening, Margaret couldn't help but notice Colette, who seemed so delicate that Margaret's heart started beating harder than ever. The next date would start soon. What would she do? Have a drink? Influenced by Margaret's charisma? Or invite Colette? Margaret and Colette gain the friend relationship, and Margaret gets the funny trait. Yeah, sure, invite Colette for a dance. Colette wasn't too thrilled by Margaret's clumsy invitation. She would rather talk than twirl with a stranger. Luckily, Margaret seems to have good humor and the gift of repartee. Could this be the start of a beautiful friendship? Yes, because officially, these people know little to nothing about each other. So if we go here to relationships, she only knows Colette now because of that event. She has not officially met Jacques yet. We can say spend time with, so that we can greet them. And Jacques and Margaret have met and now share the following relationship. Insignificant. We also see she actually considers him a bit of an enemy, or enmity to be precise, for their relationship right now, so alright. Euphemia only officially knows her wife, so might as well see how she deals with Colette. They are acquaintances, so that is a friendly relationship that those two have. So the farm on Lock, and you work there too. She isn't good as a farmer, so she only gives me the standard 2 vegetables, 2 wheat, unless I increase the efficiency, but can't do that right now. Nothing in the neighborhood? Let's go on. Okay, so I have notification that I do have everything together to build the hunter's cabin now. This will give me leather, and if I unlock it, meat also as an available resource. And the leather I would need to make the sewing workshop eventually. I don't know entirely. I think I should build it, but let me take a look here. I don't have the money to recruit anyone right now. And you want 13 vegetables, which I can't give you right now. Alright, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Oh, there's a baby on the way for Colette and Jacques. Wonderful. Let's see, on offer 42 wood for 84 gold. Certainly. Let's take a look here. Grace, very strong. Very intelligent, actually. That was interesting. And you... good at crafting. But not very dexterous. No, I'm gonna wait a bit more to see if I can get anyone better. I have 16 vegetables, and I will use 90 hearts to call Ernesto, 33 wood for 66 gold, certainly. Those two haven't changed yet. So... not enough to actually increase the efficiency. What about you guys? I could get more wood. But I think right now I have enough. At least for my needs. The building site will actually take quite a while. Because if I want to get the building site, I have to get the mason's workshop and the mine. And that means I have to also get the sewing workshop and the bakery and the forge. And then when that has produced enough, then I can get the building site. It's quite something. But it is worth it to have the building site, but I'm not gonna go for it immediately. Jacques wanted to show Colette his lust again. It was... I don't know, let's say this time around it was lousy. Colette preferred being honest. She hated what she had just heard. Besides, it was a joke, right? No? Oh. Jacques tried to put on a brave face, but it was deeply hurt by Colette's comments. Ouch. Okay, plus 2%. Both of them are offended, okay? The baby has arrived! Pardon? Gontran Dinan, okay. So he is dumb as a brick, but he is nimble, and he is humble. Okay, so he is very charismatic. He is relatively strong, and he is rather dexterous. So right now his potential is in Baker, Innkeeper, and Guard. Can't do anything with them. I have to wait until he's at least 6. Then I can have him be mentored by one of the people in one of the jobs. That could give him the skills and influence him to have the potential in this job, and that would then mean I can get better resources and more of them from him when they are of age. Let's see if I have new recruitments in the meantime. Do you have anything for me? No. So, you're very charismatic. You're sort of in between for both of those. You would be good as a hunter. You are dexterous. 70% for perception. Robust, hard as iron, sharp as steel, life expectancy plus 50. He is honored, well, he's proud, he is brave, and he is romantic. You know what? You come in. You seem good for what we have, so I need to build him a house. Here you can see how they're doing, so you can say baby wish. They have none right now because they have a fresh baby themselves. You can say no and they will not produce any more hearts for that. If they do want more babies, be it wish, desired, or obsessed, I do have to get them a new house, or at least build a new room, so that they can have another baby. Those two are obsessed with having a baby. They just don't have one right now. And if you will remember, here they got a bit higher, they also got a bit lower in their affection with the previous events. These two started off with 2 squares, they are at 3.5 squares now with their love, so even if it doesn't start off very well, it can grow. Of course, best affinity and such is best. So let me build the hunter's cabin. And hang on first. I'm gonna have him work as the hunter. He gives me 7 leather. I'm not sure if I want... Do I want to unlock meat right now? I'm gonna say no for now because I'm still paused, so it's all fine. Oops, didn't mean to click on that. I want to find him someone. A hill sounds good. They both like dancing. There's a separation between liking and disliking flowers. They both just like public executions. He is hardworking, can't stand being idle. He is resilient and he is humble. This actually looks really good. Let's go on a date. What if we abolish the death penalty because they both dislike public executions? Public executions are a barbaric and gore event. Achiel agrees with Lois wholeheartedly. Lois, I'm not sure. Better to be direct. Poetry is just a waste of time. Since it's not listed as a direct dislike or like, you would think it's not, but since he likes dancing, this is the better option. Are you gonna kiss me or what? Once the surprise was gone, Achiel appreciated Lois's directness. Flowers are pointless. He likes flowers, so... And let's see if that works. It seems our 2 lovebirds shared the same medium, who recently promised them that they'd soon meet their soulmate. What a coincidence! Since I got a perfect here, the heart is really high. Very strong heart. It's a match. So their affinity starts at 3 between 50 and 75%. Their affinity is good. And I might have Achiel work as another lumberjack once I unlock a third spot there. Anything new here? Nothing, and I don't have enough hearts to call the llama right now. I should be working on getting the sewing workshop now, because here I have a red border around the resource of clothes. That means they do want clothes, it's a need for them now, but I don't have the sewing shop, so it's not being fulfilled. That makes them unhappy, and that also lowers life expectancy, if I recall correctly. Oh, Mark and Euphemia have met and developed the following feeling. Inspired. Alright. Also, oddly enough, despite living in the same house and being born, parents don't automatically meet their children, which is just weird. Oh my god, he considers his child insignificant. Okay. If you have to. 49 wood for 98 gold. Sure. And how much wood would you get me? You would get me 12 instead of 5, which even without an upgrade is really good. No, I think I need no, what was it? Yeah, it seems to require charisma. He would actually be good at that, simply because of his high charisma. But I'll just leave those two to work now. There's no ambience between the two of them because they haven't officially met, so I probably should work on that. So, relationship. I don't have enough hearts. Curse me having parents actually meet their children. So I'm gonna leave that alone for a bit. New recruits? Someone who would be great as... Ooh, another person great as a lumberjack. And a mason and a blacksmith. Not bad. These two are expecting a baby. It's gonna be adopted anytime soon. So... I'm still waiting for a bit more wood. Then I can start working on unlocking the sewing workshop. Lois and Achille have met and have developed the following feeling: amused. Alright. Oh, there's an available offer. Sure. Lumber, if I can get a lot of lumber, I can also, if that's usually picked as one of the things to barter for, that's also very good. Oh, she has an extra potential in seamstress. He has extra points in farmer. Let me take a look at these two right now. She would be good. She's better at it. Seven strength, meaning he would be better at farming. You're recruited! Thank you. I need to build another house. Let's put you there. So I now get 10 vegetables and wheat in total. So she would be good as a blacksmith. I don't have that unlocked right now, but I can make use of her. Maybe I can put her into the hunter's cabin for a bit. Ooh, excellent affinity. Both like dueling, both dislike cuddles. She is well-mannered, she is hardworking, and she is funny. Good charisma, intelligence isn't that great. Let's date. So, they both like treats. Alicia is so keen on sweets. Caramel, jam, candy. Clearly everyone on this date has a sweet tooth. She hates poetry, so let's talk about the importance of money. Alicia agrees. Money can't buy happiness, but it allows buying things that make people happy. Exactly. The fact that you don't have to worry about money makes you happier. The abundance of fishermen is less enjoyable. No, she likes fishing, so let's talk about the sufferings of war. Slaughtered populations, ravaged villages. Nothing good grows from war. Hooray! So, let me look at them. They are obsessed with having children. They are expecting a child. Those two are obsessed with having children. They don't have any adoption yet, and they don't want a child right now. Baby's only 1 year old. That makes sense. So... was it? She would actually make... She wouldn't be amazing as a seamstress, but she would be good? If I had blacksmith, that would be also good, but it's not super necessary right now. No, baby has arrived. Iris. Mean and weak. So they're probably going to be a bully that's going to get beaten up a lot. Very high charisma, actually. So would be good as a seamstress. I could put them... If by the time they are 6 years old, at least I can put them into a mentorship for a seamstress. Or dexterity is also really good for them. Oh? Achille and Colette have met and now share the following relationship. They have a crush on each other. Alrighty then. That happens. I've rarely had, in my full playthrough, I think I had one couple, after years of being together, break up over an affair. But it already told me that that couple's marriage was in danger anyway, so worked out fine, I suppose. Colette and Jacques have been chatting for hours at the inn. Suddenly, Jacques poured his beer on Colette, completely soaking the poor soul. How will she react? Laugh, influenced by Jacques' charisma, or smile politely, influenced by his charisma? I'll laugh it off. Colette's laugh offended Jacques. How dare she mock him for his clumsiness? Jacques didn't talk for the rest of the evening. Ouch. Alright. Jacques has also met further with his son and he now dislikes him. Okay. Brielle and the Brielle family, Margaret and Euphemia, they are actually expecting a child now. So, give me that. Gatherer, prankster, or farmer? Another farmer might be good. But I do have enough together to get the... Oh. I have enough for the mason's workshop, which would give me stone, which is one of the things I need to get the mine, which I would have to build a mason's workshop for anyway, which will eventually give me enough for the building site. But clothes is more needed right now, so I'm going to opt for that first. And I am really close. I have 21 leather right now. I'm really close to getting more things together. Yeah, I want a third lumberjack. Jacques is going to go in there again. And... yeah, let's upgrade so I get 11 wood instead. So I get 30 from her, 28 from him, and 12 from Jacques. That's 60 lumber with one production cycle of all of them. So that's pretty good, actually. Okay, baby has arrived. Margaret and Sylvia have met. They are acquaintances. Let's take a look at you. You are strong, you are smart, and you are kind. You are very strong. Rather intelligent. You're not really that good at being charismatic, but carpenter, farmer, or miner, all very good. Okay. Do we have anything new here? Mason, baker, or those two? No. Let's call for the llama. I have 63 wheat. You know what? Barter. And you know what? I have enough for both, so increase how much leather I get, and I don't know, is meat needed right now? It is not needed, okay. Because if it were needed, I would add that as a resource, but as it is, I'm just going to keep it for what it is now. Blacksmith doesn't have anything to do with the mason yet, because otherwise I would build that. But for now, let me look at the houses. They don't have a baby wish? Nobody has a baby wish right now. Okay. Just keeping an eye out so that I know when I have to add another house, or if they're actually really still happy with each other. Okay, I have enough to build the seamster workshop, which is needed because the clothes have been up here for a while. 6 and 0 charisma. Oh dear. Okay. She had 6. Hang on, let me look at the recruitment. I saw someone there. You, Ralph, you have 7. Not, of course, going to be extra good at being a seamster. You have nothing for me. Then I'm gonna put Alyssy here first. She makes 2 clothes for 8 leather. That's quite a lot, actually. Make it so that you only need 6 leather. That gives me a bit more time for the hunter to get more stuff together. And Euphemia... How much to get another hunter in? 55, sure, and I'll have Euphemia work as one, so that more leather, more clothes works right now. It's overall just good to have people working, even if it's in several jobs, just so you can get more items. Oh, a baby has arrived. Welcome, Miriam. Very strong, very dexterous. Ooh, nimble, smart, and humble. So would be good as a guard, a baker, or a thief. Of course, all of these babies are still very young. That's like 3 years old. So I can't do anything with them yet, but it is good to keep that in mind. And I do have enough to build the mason's workshop for stone. I could build the bakery for bread, which I would have to build anyway for the forge, but I don't need bread right now. I'm not sure if I want to unlock the mason workshop yet. It would be like around here where the big stones are. Anything going on here? No, these are still the same people. I also don't have the money to recruit anyone right now. But he would actually be really good as a mason, I believe. Or... yeah, as a mason, he would be really good. Euphemia would also be good as a mason. I think that's even one of her aspirations. Let me call the llama. Want 16 clothes? No. Okay, I'm about an hour into recording, so I'm gonna do what I suggested myself, and I'm not gonna play this through in one game, or at least in one sitting. I'm getting it off here, and we'll see how we're gonna continue and see how we can expand our village in the next part.